So we got to the Zehr tree and we thought all the water was good. And then after Amy started doing dishes, realized we had a leak underneath here. And it looks like our metal pipe just disintegrated. And it broke more once I twisted it, but it was right here in the S-trap was where it was the worst, and it just had got really thin and holes were getting in it. So I went and picked up a bunch of PVC and I installed it, but I did not have the tailpipe, so I was afraid of that, and sure enough it did not hold. Plus the other problem was the silicone. It wasn't pure silicone. It's great stuff, but not for this application. So this morning I went back, picked up the tailpipe. So that has a flange on top, and then when you screw the flange, you screw it in with a rubber gasket in between, and then that holds it up. Otherwise I didn't really have a flange there. That's the problem. So after looking on YouTube, I realized that they're saying the S-traps are illegal against code. And that's because you can get gas up through there if this water gets drained here. So the reason this water could get drained here is because you don't have the ability for it to pull air. Now they're saying all the Victorian houses, had gas coming up. I really doubt that's the case because they had pipes going up through the roof that were 6-inch to pull water. But when you start taking a Victorian house and start putting in other bathrooms and stuff, you kind of mess up the plumbing system. So that's why I really love these ventless vents. Now, one of the YouTube channels said this is supposed to be 6 inches above your drain. Well, I'm not just sure how you would do that in this situation. And I guess that's so if you got it clogged here, it didn't come flowing out of there. Well, it is a one-way valve, so air's not supposed to come out, so I'm not sure just how water's going to come out. Now, of course, this is all if it fails. Yes, then it could. But if things fail, they fail. You're in trouble either way if they fail. So, plus I don't know, you have to use common sense and be careful, and that's true with everything. So this time I did pick up good silicone for this application, and it's supposed to be pure silicone, water ready in 30 minutes. So I used that. I always silicone all the joints where the gaskets are. I just extra protection. Yes, it's a little harder to take apart, but it will come apart. And everything's good and solid. I'm really happy with how solid it is. So that's a good thing. And once that silicone hardens a little bit more, I think we'll even be better off. I did end up getting a T here. I don't know if they make a little connector that comes straight up, so I had to put a little pipe in here and then my 45 to get some angle so the water is less likely to go back up there. And yes, at some point in time you'll have to take it apart because it'll be too much grease and stuff, but when that day comes you have to take it apart, clean it, and re-silicone the joints and put it back together. Oh, the one thing I did want to note, all the other ones I had done had this piece right here was like a stiff white or clear plastic. This is rubbery. I really like these. I think that's a huge improvement to the system. So maybe I wouldn't need the silicone, but either way I really like the rubbery aspect of these. And I have some extras here. All the connectors I guess came with, maybe a couple of them had some extras for different sizes, and I'm going to keep these in a bag, keep them with my plumbing stuff, because When I hit the other ones, I'm going to switch them out. Okay, so I'm going to wait 30-40 minutes and then we can try this, but I'm pretty confident we're not going to have any leaks. I also silicone, you know, I do a lot of siliconing. Yeah, it's overkill, but makes me feel better. And you can buy a whole tube for about the same price you can buy a little bitty one. And I have another spot I need this for, so I figured I'd pick it up and I'll be using it on the roof. And I put the nails in here really tight, so I hope it doesn't go bad on me. If it does, sometimes you have to cut it off more and more and more. Okay, so there's the plumbing. I want to get outside and do some work on the porch.